Welcome to our presentation on 17,021. I'm here to guide you through understanding the core essence of this standard, which plays a pivotal role in the conformity assessment world. 17,021 sets the global benchmark for bodies involved in auditing and certifying management systems. Whether it's quality, environmental, or any other form of management system, this standard ensures that the certification process is robust, credible, and consistent across the globe. Here at QSE Academy, we understand the complexities and the nuances involved in navigating through these standards. Our goal today is not just to introduce you to the theoretical aspects of 17,021, but to simplify it in a way that you can appreciate its importance and apply its principles effectively. We specialize in providing top-notch templates for documentation that will help your organization comply with these standards seamlessly. So let's embark on this journey together to demystify 17,021. And make the world of management system certification a little easier to navigate. Moving on to slide 2, we delve into the heart of ISO 17021, focusing on Chapter 4, the requirements. This chapter is the cornerstone of the standard, ensuring that certification bodies operate in a manner that is both proficient and impartial. Imagine certification as a bridge connecting your company to a world of recognized standards and trust. Chapter 4 is the foundation of that bridge, designed to hold the weight of credibility and expertise. It outlines the criteria that bodies must meet to be deemed competent to certify management systems. We're going to break down these key concepts into easy-to-understand principles. You'll learn how to ensure your operations are not just compliant, but also executed with the highest level of professionalism and fairness. Think of this as your starter pack to mastering ISO 17021 and paving the way for a reliable and proficient system certification. As we go through these requirements, remember at QSE Academy, we provide you with the tools, specifically our expertly crafted templates, to build your documentation in alignment with these standards. Let's take the complexity out of compliance and focus on what really matters, adding value to your business and enhancing your credibility in the market. Slide 3 focuses on one of the most crucial principles of ISO 17021, impartiality. This isn't just a buzzword, it's the backbone of trust in the certification process. Let's break down what this really means for your organization. Now, firstly, maintain impartiality. It's not enough for a certification body to simply be impartial. It must also be seen to be impartial. Perception is reality in the eyes of your stakeholders. This means we must walk the talk, ensuring that every action and decision upholds the highest standards of fairness. Next, we address the recognition of impartiality threats. This is about being proactive, not reactive. A certification body must be vigilant, constantly scanning the horizon for potential conflicts of interest and taking action to mitigate them. It's like being a guardian of trust, ensuring that nothing compromises the integrity of the certification. Then we have based decisions on objective evidence. Decisions shouldn't be based on hearsay or subjective judgment. They must be founded on solid, verifiable evidence. When we say a management system meets the standard, we're putting our reputation on the line, so it's imperative that we're basing this on concrete facts. And finally, not be influenced by other interests. In a world brimming with competing interests, it's vital that the certification process remains untainted by external pressures. This is about protecting the sanctity of the certification, ensuring that it remains a true reflection of an organization's adherence to the standard, not a result of any undue influence. At QSE Academy, we not only understand these principles, but embed them into our templates and guidance. Our resources are designed to help you build a management system that's not just compliant, but also one that's built on the solid foundation of impartiality. With our tools, you can demonstrate to the world that your certification is truly earned and well deserved. Let's explore the concept of competence as outlined in ISO 17021. It's about ensuring that the people conducting your certification have the right skills, experience, and know how to make informed decisions. First, certification bodies need to establish competency criteria. This is about setting the bar for what qualifies someone to carry out certification tasks. We're talking about a solid mix of education, work experience, and the specific skill sets needed to assess whether a management system complies with standards. Next, implement competence process. Once certification bodies have established what competence looks like, a process should be put in place to measure up the personnel against these criteria. It's a way to ensure that everyone who plays a role in the certification process is not just capable, but also the best fit for the job. And lastly, maintain competence. It's not a one and done deal. Certification bodies should continually invest in training and development to keep their team's skills sharp and up to date. This way, they can guarantee that the quality of your certification remains top notch, reflecting the latest in industry practices and knowledge. In the ISO certification process, responsibility is a shared concept that includes several key areas. Firstly, there's the organization's responsibility to meet the standards. This entails a deep understanding of the requirements and integrating them into the daily operations of the management system. Then, we have the assessment of audit evidence by the certification body. This is a rigorous process where the evidence provided by the organization is evaluated against the standards criteria to ensure compliance. Open communication is another critical aspect. It involves a clear and consistent exchange between the client and the certifier, aiming to achieve a transparent and effective certification process. And finally, ongoing compliance monitoring is essential. It ensures that the organization continuously adheres to the standards beyond the initial certification, adapting to any changes in the standard or within the organization itself. Understanding these responsibilities is crucial for any organization on the path to certification, and being well prepared for each step can greatly streamline the process. Openness is another principle central to the ISO 17021 standard. It's about transparency in the certification process and ensuring that all relevant parties have access to the right information. Starting with audit reports, it's important that there is a mechanism in place to allow interested parties to review them. This not only promotes transparency, but also helps in building trust in the certification process. Then we have the certification status dashboard, which serves as a public display of the current certification status. By publishing this information, organizations show a commitment to transparency and allow for easy access to their certification details. Lastly, the handshake agreement represents the establishment of agreements on appropriate access with stakeholders. It's about setting clear expectations and boundaries, ensuring that information sharing benefits all parties involved and upholds the standard's value of openness. In all, these three components of openness serve to create an environment where information is shared responsibly and transparently, laying a foundation of trust and confidence in the certification process. Responsiveness to complaints is a critical aspect of any robust certification process. It reflects an organization's commitment to continual improvement and customer satisfaction. The first step is to receive and document complaints related to certification activities. This is where the process begins, with a formal system in place to capture and record any complaints received. Next, we evaluate complaints for validity based on objective evidence. Not all complaints may be valid, and this step ensures that we are focusing on issues that are backed by evidence. Once a complaint is deemed valid, we investigate root causes. This is a deep dive to understand the underlying issues that led to the complaint, which is crucial for effective resolution. With the cause understood, we take appropriate corrective actions to address valid complaints. This step is about resolving the issue at hand and preventing it from happening again. Then, it's important to communicate resolution of complaints to complainants. Keeping the complainant informed not only shows respect, but also transparency in the process. Lastly, monitor complaints and resolutions to identify opportunities for improvement. Continuous monitoring helps in identifying trends and areas for improvement, ensuring the certification process is always evolving and improving. The risk-based approach is integral to the ISO 17021 standard, focusing on the identification, assessment, treatment, and monitoring of risks throughout the certification process. Firstly, we look at identify risks. This involves considering potential risks in all areas of certification, including the objectives of the audit, ensuring impartiality, and being aware of any legal issues that might arise. This step is about foreseeing challenges that could impact the integrity or outcome of the certification. Next, we assess risks by analyzing and evaluating the risks we've identified. It's a deep dive into what these risks mean for the certification process and determining their potential impact. Then comes treat risks. Here we take proactive steps to address the high priority risks, implementing strategies to mitigate them effectively. This might include adjusting audit plans, enhancing training for auditors, or refining certification protocols. Lastly, monitor risks is about keeping an eye on the risks continuously. It's not a static process. As circumstances change, so too can the risks. Regular monitoring ensures that any new risks are identified promptly and the risk treatment plans are updated accordingly. Adopting a risk-based approach means being proactive rather than reactive, ensuring that the certification process remains robust and reliable. As we wrap up our session today, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for joining us. Your engagement and eagerness to learn more about ISO standards is what drives us to create content that not only informs, but also empowers you. In conclusion, ISO 17021 sets out a clear path for certification bodies to follow, ensuring that the process is impartial, competent, and responsive to the needs of all involved. These principles are essential for a trustworthy certification system that adds real value to organizations. Remember, this is just the beginning. We'll be diving deeper into each chapter of this standard in our upcoming sessions. So make sure you subscribe and like this video to stay updated on our journey through ISO 17021. Your support is what keeps our channel growing and enables us to bring you more valuable content. And for those who are ready to take the next step, we have a range of resources and templates available to assist you in your certification journey. You'll find everything you need in the description bar below, tailor-made to help streamline your processes and ensure compliance with the standards. Thank you once again for being with us today, and we look forward to continuing this journey with you. Stay tuned for more, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on our comprehensive walkthrough of ISO 17021. Until next time, keep striving for excellence in all that you do.